Hey guys, so in this video I wanted to give my review of my favorite shoes that I use mainly for deadlifting, but I also use them for bench press and squats as well. Just because if you guys watch my video on like should you squat with flats or with heels, I tend to notice that I'm the type of person that I just, for whatever reason, I'm just built better for squatting in flats, and I'm just more hip dominant. So, but anyways. These are the best shoes that I have used for deadlifting in particular. And these are going to be the Notorious Lifts Sumo soles. I have these ones that are my favorite pair. And basically what makes these so great is that they have such a great grip of the floor. They look super stylish too on the platform. And they just feel really tight and secure. I, in the previous years, have used like a Nike wrestling shoes or like whatever, like a lot of powerlifters do. And I always found that like they weren't really built for deadlifting or for the actual sport. And every sport should kind of have footwear that is specific to that sport. And so these Notorious Lifts are a great tool to use, just because they are literally built for deadlifters. They are built for the actual sumo deadlift in particular, but you can also use them on a conventional deadlift. I use them on both, but they have these two metatarsal straps that are really great for keeping you grounded and maximizing the force transfer and absorption of the sumo deadlift, with basically keeping you really nice and rooted on it. Also, the way that the sole is kind of like here, there's a little bit more tension right where you need it, on the outside of your foot, on the lateral arches. And then it just really grips the floor really hard. If you look at how the grip is on it, it kind of has a really nice little stopping spot here. I find that this helps you produce a little bit more force, and it just kind of follows like the natural like arches of your foot. And so it feels really great. For whatever reason too, on squats, I find that they help me feel a lot more connected with the floor. In the past, I have issues with my, even with just Converse or something like that, I would get down in the bottom part of the squat and I would kind of just drift back. I wouldn't be able to feel like I was really gripping the floor or connected that much. And they kind of fixed that with these Notorious Lifts. So I get questions all the time about like, what are the shoes that you use when you squat, when you bench, when you do deadlift, and they are the Notorious Lifts. They are really popular right now. I actually met the owner, Joe Chow, who actually he has a national record in the 148 pound class in the USPA. He's really good deadlifter. But I couldn't recommend these enough to really anybody. I would say that if you guys are looking for a really great shoe for powerlifting, you want to I guess improve your rooting on the floor, which is basically going to be your connection to the floor with weight distribution and whatnot. Get a shoe that is made specifically for the sport to make you better at this actual lift. I could not recommend Notorious Lifts more. I think that if you are looking for the best shoe for the best deal on the market, then you should absolutely get them. This is not paid. This is not endorsed. I just want to get more people with a better shoe, with a better piece of equipment to make them a better lifter. And I think that, obviously this isn't going to be a game changer for your progress, but if you're serious about maximizing your performance, you should have the right equipment. And I think that Notorious Lifts are a great option, especially for sumo deadlifters who want to improve, their force production and overall mechanics on the lift. So yeah. I did want to mention one more thing about these shoes. I think that like the biggest advantage to them is just the connection to the floor that you get. You don't slip like you would with a wrestling shoe. You don't have issues with feeling connected to the floor, especially if you're a sumo deadlifter, with having the outside of the shoe rip. They're pretty durable. They last for a decently long time. I use them on squats, bench, and deadlift. I think that these are a really great investment for anybody who is, especially a sumo deadlifter, but if anybody who really wants to have the best sort of footwear for their sport. That's the video. They do have limited stocks, so make sure you stay up to date with their drops, since they do go really fast. They're really popular for a reason. But yeah, I want to make this video really fast just because it's the shoe that I love, and I recommend it to really anybody who wants to maximize their performance on the platform.